I've decided to do Vlogmas this year with a little bit of a twist. And that twist is that I am posting only one single vlog in December. But it is 100% more than I usually post in a month, so welcome to Vlogmas. I'm just kidding. I've been so not good at posting YouTube videos, obviously, but it was a choice, kind of. I don't know. I feel like I have recorded something so similar to this 10 million times. I don't end up posting it, so I'm not gonna give a whole spiel, but hopefully you're actually seeing this vlog. I genuinely do want to get back into vlogging. I just don't know if that's happening. So I will not be making any promises. I need a mirror. I can't do this in a little screen anymore. I have been in a mood lately. I don't really know how to describe it. I feel like I'm not depressed. I don't think. I feel like I'm just stuck in like a freeze state. I just think this year ended up being really overwhelming and like long-term overwhelming things that we didn't think were gonna take as long as they did, whether it be IVF or our unplanned basement renovation. Everything is just getting dragged out and there's just so many decisions to be made. I feel like I have decision fatigue a bit. Sorry, is my screen just so dirty? I don't use this camera. I need to clean it. Yeah, I just kind of feel like I'm shutting down. Things that should make me excited and find joy in, I just like don't want to do them, but not in a depressed way. I don't know how to explain the difference. I'm not feeling like doomsday, like, ugh, life just isn't good, blah, blah, blah. I feel just, I don't know. Moral of the story is I'm trying to spend December getting back to myself and kind of getting in my groove again. We, for the first time in forever, I think we did it one time right before we moved into our house, hired cleaners, and it was life-changing. I know that I need a clean space to feel good and normal. The pressure of like having to do the clean when there's other stuff going on can just be a lot. So Taryn and I decided to just hire cleaners, get that done, and it was so nice to not have to do it. But now for the month of December, my goal is to make every square inch of our house perfectly organized. Like every cabinet, shelf, drawer. I want every item in our home to have its own home because I feel like that helps make it stay really clean. I randomly have two eyebrow pencils. One is in deep brown and one is in cool brown. I think I'm gonna do the cool brown. I've been documenting the cleaning process on TikTok if you are into that kind of thing and wanna join. I did the dumbest thing the other day. I never really do much to my eyebrows. I just lightly pluck underneath. But the other day I was looking at this eyebrow and my eyebrows are very different. I always say that they go one step further than the normal saying of like, they're not twins or sisters. Mine are cousins and distant cousins at that. So they always look a little different, but I was looking in the mirror and I felt like there were so many straggler hairs up top. So I went in and I just like plucked the line of them out and I made this eyebrow like droop. It looks like I have bad Botox and my eyebrow is just like, wah. So that's really fun for me when I'm trying to like get back to feeling like myself and then not looking like myself. And along those lines, I'm getting my hair done tomorrow. A couple years ago, I went brunette. It was an itch I needed to scratch. I like needed to see what I look like with my natural hair color. And I liked it, but I just don't really feel like myself when I have brown hair. So I've been slowly going blonder, but I feel like anytime I take my extensions out, instantly I have dark hair again and then the process just starts over. So last time when I went in to get my hair done, we, for the first time, colored my roots. I never ever have done that, I don't think. Like we made my base a shade or two lighter and I feel like my hair is red, especially in certain lightings, which this is one of them. Even my eyebrows look red in this lighting. I don't know what's going on, but I hate when my hair pulls too warm or reddish. I've like always been adverse to that. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. I said I wanted to go blonder and I definitely do. I wanna make sure the redness is out, but I don't wanna pull too cool toned. God, speaking of, have y'all seen that drama with the girl on TikTok who just like got overtoned and had a full public meltdown on TikTok and like dragged the stylist through the mud? I've been two-toned before. It happens. It's not a big deal and it's typically a pretty quick fix. I think growing up with a mom who was a hairdresser gave me a little more perspective and curbed my expectations when going to a salon. I feel like people think that no matter who you are, what your hair type is, color, consistency, you can do anything with your hair and it should only take like a couple hours and one trip to the salon to do it. I feel like celebrities also make us think this because they're constantly changing their hair up, but usually it's a wig. Like Spoiler alert, a lot of celebrities are not like chopping, coloring, doing all these extreme looks as often as you think they are. They're wearing wigs. And even whenever it is their hair, you don't know how long it's taking. You don't know how much money it's costing. You don't know how much damage they're doing. I mean, we all saw like the Kim K, I think it was post-Met. I don't know, every time she tries to go blonde, her hair falls out. And I don't know why she keeps trying with her same stylist. Like something's not working for her. And she always ends up with like a short little blonde pixie. And like, you didn't cut that. That's a chemical cut. I just genuinely think the general population does not understand stylists, and then it leads to stuff like this. Okay, I've been doing my eyebrows for like 20 minutes. What am I doing? There's so many things I want to talk to you guys about. This might just have to be like a full video, just sat here talking. So I hope we're okay with that because I've already been filming for like 10 minutes. I keep heavy breathing. I hate that. I can tell I'm anxious when I'm like, oh, I've also been getting a lot of questions on this hairstyle that I've been doing. It's super easy. I can do a proper tutorial if need be, but basically I just use my air wrap, but towards my face. You don't need to have an air wrap. You can use a curling iron. I would use like a larger barrel curling iron. Oh, that's hard to say. Larger barrel curling iron. You can use a round brush, whatever it is that like floats your boat and that you feel like you can control. It might be hard to do with a straightener. Like you can do curls with a straightener, but like a bouncier curl. I don't set it, I don't do anything. I just truly do two sides all in, and then like I'll go over the back top, especially when I have extensions and my pieces are shorter back there, and just curl in like different directions. And I've been really feeling it. I don't know if I feel like myself in it, but the theme of the day. I need everyone's advice, mainly people who have done IVF or like had fertility stuff, or I don't know, actually, no, you all can participate in this because I just want opinion. So as we know, my wife and I have been doing IVF, and we finally have embryos from me and from her, and we are ready for the transfer part of it all. So we called our fertility clinic just to get next steps and kind of understand the process a little bit more. And we were hit with another decision. And as I mentioned, we're a little decision fatigue. We just want to go and make a baby. But turns out we can either do the transfer process, which is 3 weeks of shots and then the embryo transfer, or we do a mock trial, which is 3 weeks of the shots, biopsy, a week to get the results of the biopsy, and then 3 more weeks of shots, and then the transfer. And the biopsy is basically to tell you the timing of your shots. Like some people are 5 days of progesterone shots, some people end up being 6 or 7. So it's kind of just to see where you fall in that and what's the best route for you to do to make the transfer the most successful. From my research, it seems like most people and even their clinics don't really do this until you've had a failed embryo transfer, because most likely you fall in the like normal range of the time of progesterone shots before the transfer. However, if you do fall in the camp of needing an extra day or two, it can be really helpful for a successful transfer. What you doing?
I'm gonna give you a kiss.
Luigi Mangione just put there was a video of him like coming out of a car screaming. He's like, "There's injustice to the American people."
Sorry, my camera died. And it might die again, so we're gonna try to go through this very quickly. Basically, we have the 2 options: do the mock trial or not do the mock trial. Okay, obviously my camera did die. My makeup is done. But yeah, we don't know what to do. So if you wanna share your opinions with us, it might be nice to just hear. As I said, like you don't have to have done IVF and share your results of doing the test or anything like that. Just what would you do if you were us? Oh, I should also mention that statistically it is, I think, 5% chance that we would show anything to adjust, like this test being worthwhile, 5 to 10. Okay, Taryn and I are gonna go record an episode of Staying Up. If you don't know, we have a podcast. So if you do enjoy this kind of like chit-chatty vibe, we do it every week, not twice a year. If you haven't seen my TikToks or Reels, the basement is done. I can't really show you all of it right now because it's messy, which is so embarrassing because I just spent so much time cleaning it, but it's messy for a good reason. We are working on doing all of our storage in these cabinets, and we're just kind of figuring out where everything's going. And as we're cleaning upstairs, things are kind of having to come down here. So this has been our little pile of stuff that's like donate, sell, store, Christmas presents. It's just a bunch of kind of random stuff right now that will get taken care of. It's not gonna stay like that.